Hey guys, how's it going? It is Kyle here with another Infinite Magicraid video, and in today's video I want to talk about my thought process on which mythic I'm going to choose. So currently the event is running for Nejia here, and I am 3 shards away. So I have 97 shards, 3 more shards will get my first mythic, and the mythic that I'm going for is going to be Ben Austin. This has been a plan for a while now, and it's kind of cool to see it all kind of come together based on the plan I set about a month ago when I was like relatively new to the game here. So why I'm choosing Ben Austin. So first of all, let's just look at his kit here and what he brings to the table. The cool thing about mythics is that these are characters that you can guarantee exclusive 5. Kind of like how Catherine is, kind of like how eventually way down the line Agatha, but for the most part people don't really care about that. Mainly it's just Catherine as the character that you can fully exclusive, and that's going to be a character that's really good. So I like to kind of team up with Catherine as much as possible if I can. And then his kit here is very unique in the sense that he has this King's Majesty here where it removes all buffs from an enemy target and inflicts res buff. He can't gain buffs for a bit on them for 1 turn, cleanses all control effects from all allies, and then makes them pursue and attack this enemy target 1 time. So everyone goes in and attacks when he does this. But at exclusive 3, this is actually insane, where it resets the cooldown if it fails to kill the enemy target. So this is going to be absolutely incredible for a lot of content, whether it be arena, whether it be dungeons, but mainly it's going to be awesome in Guild Boss. I think he's probably the best character at exclusive 3 in the entire game when it comes to Guild Boss, because he's going to be able to spam just that one move every single time he goes here in the Guild Boss, which is absolutely hilarious and makes him like absolutely S tier for that. But you do got to commit to him to be able to do that. And if we look at level 5 here, this is going to mean that ideally I can 2-key this 200 million damage. I'm blocking it, but that's 200 million damage required for these rewards here. And so that's like, 5% chance to be able to get a supreme rune, a guaranteed chance to get an excellent rune every day, and then also a 5% chance to get an advanced skill scroll here. So really good stuff here. Also every day getting 4 of these copper ingots. That's really good. And then the gems are actually really good too. 160 gems every single day and 100k gold there. So focusing on this is actually a really good use of your resources in my opinion, because it's guaranteed rewards every single day. Once you get the team ready to go, you can just run this and you will always get those rewards. Like the consistent rewards alone are worth it, and then you get the bonus of really good ones. So that's why I like focusing on Guild Boss. I think it's one of the best things you can focus on in this game. So for a character to be absolutely the best at it is a really strong selling point for me. Also, he's good in arena. I think the one thing that I don't think he's gonna be that great for, I think he'll be good but not that great for, is gonna be dungeons here. And currently this is what I'm farming. Usually I farm like I'll farm 26 on these ones. Gwyneth I can't really consistently beat at 26. Rum I can actually go pretty far in. I think I can consistently do 27. And then Nejia here I'm doing 26, but it's not 100%. And then over here, I think this is probably the best I do. They get really hard over here to the right. Whereas another character probably helped me significantly more in dungeons would be something like a Nordak here. But I'm going to be focusing more on the Guild Boss. I'm happy with I'm at currently on the dungeons here. Maybe Ben Austin will improve them just a little bit. Not sure. But then mainly the thing I want to focus on is going to be Faction Abyss. And this is the big part of the plan here, was to be able to focus hard on Faction Abyss here. And this is very difficult. And I had 2 options here, in my opinion, between focusing on a character that would be good in Sword Harbor Guards, or one that would be good with Dragon Tribe here, because I got good characters in both. Got Melia, Wim, and Hoff. These are all great characters. I don't have Hazonia, but if I had Hazonia, that'd be another good option there. But then if I wanted to go Dragon Tribe, I would need Brynhild here. I think she's really sick. This is another really good option. I think a lot of people are sleeping on her. I don't know if she's like super great. Maybe I'm just wrong here, but a lot of the things I'm seeing when it comes to this character, like this would be like the fun option because not many people are going this route. I think a lot of people are going Ben Austin. I think this is just the right move because of how good he is in the Guild Boss. That's going to be the thing that's going to give me the best rewards. And then eventually when I get him to exclusive 3, then I'll just have like 100% the best character for it, and I'll just have good damage dealers with them, and then I'm guaranteed to like 2-key the final Guild Boss. And also there's rumors that there's going to be a Guild Boss level 6, so being able to get really good characters for this is going to be a necessity, because those rewards are probably going to be even better than the rewards now, which are really good, and those are daily. So that's why I'm definitely going to be going Ben Austin. But these are kind of the thoughts I had in my mind, where do I go for Ben Austin or maybe someone else? And the argument I had for Brynhild here is because she's Dragon Tribe and she's also Force Mark. So I have a lot of good Force Mark characters in Catherine, in Sigmund, in her, in Wim. So then I can push on the Tower of Mark, and then also she's Dragon Tribe, so I have good characters on Dragon Tribe. And she has a lot of cool stuff going for her, like the things here where she can big AoE move here and removes all buffs on them. Then she also has this right here where she reduces turn meter and can silence someone. And then when she switches, I think this is really cool, where it drops down to a 4-turn cooldown, but then she gets another action turn, so it's really a 3-turn cooldown. And then in exclusives 3, she's going to be gaining herself 60% defense. So it's essentially what she's doing is giving herself an attack up buff before she goes. So she handles her own buffing to be able to do more damage. And then when she casts this skill, she also reduces the cooldowns of other people, which is sick. So resets the cooldown of all the allies' active skills when casting this move here. So when casting Protein. So that is going to be this version of it right here. So when she does this again, she can reset it. But this is going to be the side that you want to be on, because then she has this right here where she gives someone the ability to counterattack and doing extra like damage based on her defense, and then also giving them extra survivability. She has more direct damage and extra crit damage. When it comes to a character that's doing damage, you need to have something like this. If you don't have a way to increase your crit damage or increase your direct damage or increase your crit rate, something along those lines, they're really going to hit way weaker than you would think. And then lastly, I think this auto tech here is absolutely insane, especially at exclusive 2, where she's increasing her own turn meter by up to 40%. And then if she kills someone, gets an extra turn. She also has 2 stages of this. So this is like one of the hardest hitting auto attacks in the game here. When you factor in, she's doing more direct damage and an extra 40% crit damage with it. And then it's also ignoring immortal, damage immunity, and shield, which are all really annoying things, whether it be Tower of Mark, whether it be in dungeons. There's a lot of times they'll have immortal / damage immunity, and they'll just have 1 life, and it really delays the run, but she'll just one-shot them with this auto attack here. But the big concern with her is I don't know how smart the computer is on auto with her. I don't know what they're going to be doing here, if they're just going to be spamming their moves or whatever. But like, as me piloting her, I think she'd actually be really good. Also, she's probably better in arena. I think she's really good there, being able to remove people's buffs and stuff. So those are all the things that I thought about when it came to her. There's also other good characters as well that I could have chosen, but I wanted some synergy here that would work with all this. And right here, I'm currently on floor 30 when it comes to Tower of Mark. So the reason why I didn't really care too much about getting a character that would be good here, though, is because even if, like, let's say I'm farming, you know, this one right here, 72 a day, you only get 1 every 4 hours. It's really not going to make that big of a difference for the account here. Also, if you ever did these harder versions of the faction stuff, like, I just get completely crushed by this. Like, check this out. So going through here, first of all, look at that power right there. That's some of the harder dungeon level power. And then there's a lot of debuffs we have to worry about. So we can't buff here. We got to worry about him. Let's see if I can even survive this. But I need to be able to have a character that can actually remove debuffs like this. So let alone be able to survive that. So it's like, this is already very difficult content. And I think that if I went with the Dragon Tribe version, because I don't have Catherine, I would only have Whim. I don't think I would have enough damage here or enough survivability to be able to actually beat this. I would have a ton more HP burn, you know, and then I would have a really good character in Brynhild there. But I think if I'm going to rely on one of these to actually be able to push through these harder stages, I'm going to definitely want to choose the one that has Catherine in it, not necessarily the one that has those other characters. So that is why I'm going to be going for Ben Austin as well. So I just want to kind of give you guys my thought process when it comes to this, because there's a lot to consider. And I think it's considering all the different things in the game and how you prioritize them. Like, some people might prioritize arena more. Some people might prioritize their dungeons more. So they might want to consider like a Nordak, or they might want to consider someone else for like that's better in arena, for example. So that is what I personally thought of when I was doing this. And I think this is a big decision. And, you know, I'm constantly, even though I'm really close to be able to get them, I'm still debating back and forth, but been playing this for a while. So I'm definitely going to be choosing Ben Austin here. That's like 100% confirmed choice here. That's what I'm going to be going. Curious to hear you guys' thoughts down below. And with that, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.